Ray Hurto here with the Real Estate Analyzer software. Today we're going to be talking about the Project Finance Manager. So when you first open it, you're looking at your Summary tab. This is where you're going to see, just at a high level, everything about the project. And the most important thing to know is that we have 4 columns of data where we're tracking variances and we're tracking our performance, whether it's at the start of the project, in the middle of the project, or at the end of the project. So that is why we see multiple columns. In the Revenue tab, we are entering revenue. So everything that we're selling, we'll be entering it here. Pretty straightforward. The Budget tab has a lot in it. I won't go into all of the details on this. If you do want to see that, check out our detailed video. But the purpose here is to track every single line item as detailed, as granular as you'd like. It is pre-filled with categories and cost code names that we've come up with over the years. You're free to change them, but this section is where you track all of that information, and you'll see how you're trending, throughout the project, again, through those phases. We have a Transactions tab. This is where we enter all of our line item details. So every credit card transaction, every check that we write, it goes in here. That will get summarized back into our Detailed Budget tab. If you're working with a lender, we have a Draw Schedule tab. And what this allows you to do is come up with your budget initially, and then this will be auto-populated with that budget as a specific draw schedule for your lender. This is very helpful because the lenders really appreciate you giving them something rather than them having to come up or take your budget and punch it into their format. The next 2 tabs are payment schedules. The first tab is for the general contractor, should you have a GC. And if you choose to sub everything out, or you have a combination of the two, then you can track your subcontractors in the second payment schedule tab. The primary loan tab is where you track your primary loan with presumably a bank or a hard money lender. You'll enter the information about the loan. It will populate all of the payments, and this feeds back into predicting how much you'll be paying in interest. The next section is our private lenders. We have room for up to 10 different investors. These are not banks. These are just individuals that may invest with you. Keep track of their investments, what they're earning, how long they're invested, that sort of stuff. The next tab we have is our Finished Materials tab. And again, as mentioned earlier, this is where you'll keep track of all of the individual items that you're purchasing, and these can be customized to however you need for each section. The next section is the buyer spec list, and this is only applicable if you are allowing your buyers to come in maybe during construction, choose something that they may want, or give them the ability to customize it. The next section is our Pro Forma tab, where we have 2 kinds of Pro Formas, one for private lenders and one for hard money lenders and banks. And lastly, we just have a small section here to keep track of utilities, because when you're working on a project, you may have water, sewer, electric, gas, who knows? So just keep track of those accounts and make sure you close them when the project's over. That is our whole spreadsheet. It's a lot to cover. In the detailed video, we'll go through each of these line items and each of these tabs separately. So take a look and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.